We had like 20 viewers.
Oh, now we're live on Facebook, it says. Up in the right corner.
Yeah, it says. And now it's actually, meeting is now streaming on Facebook.
Amazing.
Amazing. This is so impressive. This is the third time we start this fucking broadcast. Perhaps
I'm pretty happy I'm not a journalist right now who's trying to interview like Bill Gates or something. I've been waiting for 5 years to get him online.
Yeah, and it's like, no, I can't do this. I don't have the patience for this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, Bill Gates, he couldn't make it today, actually. I, of course, wrote and asked, as always. I mean, still busy. Still
busy. All right. What can you do?
What can you do? I'll see if I can find... Well, it's always interesting to try new stuff, right? Or something.
So have you managed to done any rehearsals over in Sweden?
Yes, we did actually. We did a rehearsal Friday, I think. Well, we come to that, but I mean we're one man down also, so it's a 4-piece. But yeah, we're back at it. I mean, we had a stop because everybody had a cold. and then we were in this can we even go out, but now we're back at it, so it feels fucking good actually. And I can really say for sure that I've been missing it, so it really feels good. Now I've actually found the thing. Let's see if I can find also the chat. So Wally wonders how things are going. Well, I can say technically it's not going so fucking well, is it? We are trying to connect Zoom to the Facebook feed. It looked amazingly easy, and it is. Only problem, it doesn't work. But now I think we are online, so yeah. So Wally, we are doing good. There is a delay from a comment to when we can respond in about 20 seconds of processing. But yeah, now we're live. So fucking hell. It's all good. It's all good. And we are up with the rehearsals now. And I would say we lost a few weeks, but we have plenty of time to get ready for the live gigs, which were to start now early May. But yeah, we'll be up there and running soon. So how's stuff going in England musically? I mean, you guys been doing some performances out of your apartment, but it's been going fairly well, right?
Yeah, that's right. No, yes, me and my wife has done a few shows there, and it's a good exercise for me as well. To be honest, I'm not in this band. I'm not the social media king. I really don't. I don't do a lot of social media normally, and I'm trying to get used to the format a little bit because it's the only way I can communicate with people right now as it is. And it's actually it seems to be working. I don't mind actually. I'm quite okay with it. As far as how things are going over here, I mean, it's just things are just are just stale, to be honest. I mean, not much is moving in any direction. I think they're kind of having stuff under control, and for me personally, I haven't had a big problem with isolation, to be honest. I've been quite okay with it. I miss a few things. I miss going down and having a cup of coffee, or I missed the mental freedom of knowing that I can go and have a drink or go out and eat something or whatever. But except for that, I'm a quite I wouldn't say that I'm a solitary man, but I mean I do a lot of stuff on my own. I mean I sit and play guitar on my own, I write music over in my own corner, and I do my graphic designing or whatever I'm up to. It's I'm kind of used to that type of format anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm complaining either. I mean, everything is relative. So, I mean, I certainly have not much to complain about. The only the only thing is the lack of, I would say, human interaction. I mean, I met a few friends during the weekend, which was nice, but I can also feel how starved I am from, the social interacting with people.
Yeah,
So I mean, but I mean, it's for the first time in I don't know when everybody on Earth is sharing the same fucking experience, more or less. I mean, it's remarkable. But I mean,
yeah.
yeah, can't really complain. No.
No, I think as for me, I'm trying to put some routines in now. I'm trying to do stuff, a little bit accordingly to like I would imagine when you're doing prison time, you have to find shit to do every day. I think, and find some kind of routine in them, especially when the rest of the world is in a bit of chaos. So I'm trying to go out, take my walk every day. I make sure I play guitar. I make sure that I do my art, and I make sure I take time off as well, because I'm the kind of person who can sit for 18 hours and work on a song or a riff or a drawing or whatever. So
Yeah.
I need to put up boundaries for myself, because I have nowhere else to go. So I'm just we're staying put here. It's
Yeah.
a proper lockdown, so we're staying where we're staying. It's just the way it is. So you kind of have to make sure that I don't do any work in the bedroom, for instance. Now it's just come about, so I make sure that I don't bring anything. I don't bring any music writing into the bedroom or anything. I just, when I go there, I watch a movie, or I read a book, or
Yeah.
do something else. Because that's just, you have to find different ways of
Yeah, I know.
relating to.
Yeah, but it's true. Just saying that Klaus is here, and he says got used to it in the deep forest of Harad, PNA.
Yeah, you
Sean
fucking
Stevenson,
bet.
yeah, says hello from California and says we should have beer. And we definitely should. Love California, love going there. Harad, well, I've been there. It's more like mustard. It's an acquired taste. No, I'm kidding. I'm from the countryside in Sweden, from a similar place with a different name. But I would love to do some traveling. I mean, that's one thing that will get to me eventually, is the lack of travel. I mean, Stockholm, yeah, sure, I like it, but it would be nice to have some proper sun and stuff. Yeah, next year, I guess, or later on this year. And Nub, the drummer from my first band, is in the chat. So hello, Mats.
Oh, nice. Hey, Nub, how's it going, man?
And
Good.
and we're 20 seconds after it's so loud, or the processing time. Well, fuck it. But actually, I have to say, we are trying out a different way. Previously, we invited everyone to Zoom, and not so many. I mean, we had some people, but it's a little bit more of a technical leap to get into it.
Yeah, it is.
So I think this maybe is the easiest way of doing it.
I think
Sean, yeah.
I think it's also, I think there's a lot of people who wants to maybe interact, but it's much more exposing to sit on a video chat, especially with people you maybe haven't met before.
Yeah,
and you have only like a musical relationship to them. If you've been listening to their songs and their albums, it's quite a big leap to sit down and try to have a relaxed conversation. So I think it's, as far, at least for me, if I would have been in that situation, I probably would have been a bit more laid back, I guess.
Yeah, same here. And I mean, we choose to be the targets of being seen and heard at some occasions, so we gotta just survive it. Hey, Marcus. Hey, so Sean is wondering if there is plan on a new record or writing, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier. We are definitely planning a new record, as every band is currently, but we'll get to the writing process. Or I mean, I know that you, Busy, have already, started, and I have already penned a lot of lyrics. So I mean, we'll get there during the year, I suppose.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I mean, there's definitely a lot of. I've collected quite a few ideas since we did last album. And that's usually what happens. I mean, when we did Into the Vast Uncharted, it was actually, from the beginning, it was actually another album. We actually ditched one album. It was one album first that we wrote, and then we threw that away, and then we wrote another album. And it's kind of like, I think it's just, I think I can speak for both of us, because we're the ones who's writing the music in the band and the lyrics. I think it's a bit of a slow train. You have to get it started. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of.
It's an ugly train.
Yeah, it is. And you have all these things, and you have this idea of a direction. You put everything into this pot kind of thing. But at the end of the day, creativity does whatever it wants to with it, you know. So in the meeting between me and Neff, I think it just takes the direction it takes, whatever we think about. But once it's moving, once that process has started, for me at least, even though the album is finished and everything, there's a lot of afterburn coming from it. It's almost easier to write an album after you've done an album for me, at least for myself, because you don't have the pressure of writing it, and you don't have an expectation on it. So as soon as you've written an album, that's almost the best time for me to start harvesting ideas. And I start recording it on my phone. I don't go to the studio. I don't do it advanced in any way. I don't use any loop pedals or any shit like that. I just take the phone, I put it next to my guitar amp, I just press rec, and then I record ideas, and that's how I'm doing it, because then there's nothing between my creativity and the initial feeling of it. And once I got through that process, then I'm starting listening to a lot of the tracks and things, and there's usually 10-15 good ideas at the end of it, and that's kind of where we are right now. I haven't even played them to Neff yet, so I mean it's just in my headphones.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
But in order for me to present it, I can't send the mobile phone file, because it doesn't make any sense to anyone else. Because in my head, I hear drum arrangements, and I hear bass, and I hear vocals and things. So I need to bring it from that format into a simple studio environment where I can at least present my ideas so someone else could understand what the fuck I'm doing, because otherwise it sounds like crap. More than usual,
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just lost the fucking thing, but we are online. It's just Facebook is fucking with me, as always. Yeah, but I would say, so I mean, once we start this process, and it is started, we will get an album, and then we will have to review if it's the album we want to make, or if we need to do something else or add something to it. So it's a process that sometimes is very quick, sometimes takes longer. But sure, we're on it. I just want to say greetings back to Argentina, horns up from New York City, greetings back from Stockholm. And was that thrash metal then? Well, it was trash metal. I don't know. But I think we didn't cry so much when we threw that album away, because we both felt we had written The Grande Voyage, but not as... It didn't feel like the album we needed to do after The Grande Voyage, at least. So we scrapped it and wrote Into the Vast Uncharted, and I'm happy we did.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, no, that's the way it is. Sometimes you have to sacrifice something to win something else. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we have 10 songs from that album that we could potentially revisit, but I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah. I think many times that's just a stepping stone. I mean, they're a stepping stone to the next song anyway,
Yeah.
It's just how it works. So I don't see anything as lost. I just see it as a part of the journey, It's just that we can't involve everyone in every step of it. That's just the way it is.
It's true. Some songs are just not meant to be recorded, I guess.
Yeah.
David from Czech Republic says, because of the song Boulevard Black, I started listening to your band a long time ago. Yeah, that is a long time ago. Thank you. Glad to hear that.
It's 2004, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the first song we ever wrote for NETHERBIRD. Then it was me, Busy, and Grim, who's no longer in the band. So we wrote that just to see how we could do music differently, because then it was just a studio ID, basically. It turned out to be a cool song, but fuck, it's a long song. It's not easy to do it live. We've done it once live, and it's a tough one. But I still like the song, and I'm very proud that we made it. And since we like the song, that's why NETHERBIRD became a band.
Yeah. No, I have a lot of fond memories from that time. It was good. Anything was possible. I mean, I think at least for me and Neff, it was about almost having a creative playground where we could, collaborate with other artists that we kind of looked up to, or that we knew, or were influenced by. So it was almost, it almost went too easy to pick up the phone connect with these guys. And it was just amazing. You know, we had a good run there. It was good.
Yeah, thank you, Marcus. Yeah, it's to be honest, to give you a little insight of because it's Janne Sarenpää, the drummer from The Crown, or the Crown drummer who drums on it. And when I spoke to him, it's like, yeah, could you do a song with us? And it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I could do that. So we agree on terms and stuff. And little did he know that it was 10 minutes intense drumming in one song. And he said, fuck it. This was a little bit more than I agreed to, but okay. He did a phenomenal job, and it was so great just to hang out with him. I mean, I worship the guy, and it was, yeah, I think we were both blown away by working with him, and just bringing people along, the choir, everything. It was pretty fucking fun. Yeah, Mats, that's from Bo's studio when you were joining us. It was great fun.
It was great. It was quite intense, the mixing session too, because we rented a very big studio in Sweden. It's probably at the time, it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. No. But at the time, it was probably, you know, the second biggest studio around, I'd say. And somehow the guy that was running the studio, you know, it's always, we always had a good relationship with him ever since as well. You know, it was the first time we met, kind of thing. But he let us use the studio for, I think it was for 24 hours or something like that. I can't remember. It was
a short time.
Yeah, it was something crazy, and we just worked, you know, 24/7. You know, we slept for 1 hour, 2 hours, then got back to mixing again and kept working. And in the morning, he came in, and he also had another studio. It was a big complex, you know, with a big main studio and a mastering studio. And it was supposed to master it in the morning, so we had his deadline as well. So Bullwood Black was just mixed in one long session, you know, that took probably a good 12 hours, 13 hours, something like that. And then we went straight to mastering, baking it, and straight to print. You know, so it was quite intense. Yeah,
it was an insane session, but I loved every minute of it actually, and
it's good.
I think that's why we're still around actually, because we had a good time, and we almost didn't know each other back then. Me and Bizmark. I mean, it was the first thing we did together, so it was pure fun actually.
Yeah, it was
and you know, a lot of panic attacks and anxiety and everything that goes with a good session. I mean, it was, but it was really cool.
That was a crazy time, because I was touring with Dissection at the same time as the sound engineer for them as well. So
yeah,
there's a lot of, it was intense. A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, it was intense. Life was intense. Yeah, we wouldn't have survived that life for too long, but we survived it long enough to get the band going.
Yeah, that's right.
I just lost the fucking chat again. I'm looking for it, and I'll be back. Yeah, here we are. So Wendy is just joined the chat, and she said that she discovered NETHERBIRD much later when Fredrik joined. Fredrik couldn't make the live session today. He will maybe on Thursday. He was around the last time, but I mean, we try to do these often, so not every time all the members can make it. But we're really happy to have Fredrik on board, of course. We did the first thing we did was the video where he actually played drums, but it was not his drumming on the recording. So it felt good to pretty quickly then go into the studio and do Into the Vast Uncharted. And since Fredrik is not here, we can say that he did a phenomenal job, because then he doesn't feel like he's blushing or anything. It's great having Fredrik in the band. Janne was never part of the band. It was on a session basis in those days. So we've worked with a lot of people, but now we can't have it like that. We need to have a steady lineup in order to, well, normally do live gigs and so forth. So it's really cool. I think this format works pretty well, but you can't see the chat, can you, Busy?
No, I can't see. No.
Okay.
I only see your face, your pretty face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but at least the background is nice.
Yeah, but I put an app on that makes you into an emu, so it's okay.
Good. We will do that live also. I think it will greatly enhance the feeling of NETHERBIRD. Actually, does. Yeah. Today, a mysterious box arrived at my mansion, which I live in, since Spotify has made us all plenty rich. And we had a little bit of a dialogue in the band chat earlier today, whether it could be new merch. It could also be like a spider farm, like a starter kit for tarantella farming. Who knows? These are interesting times. So, but I'll risk it since I don't like big spiders much. I hope it's merch, but we'll see. This is how you make great web content.
Amazing content.
Amazing content. Yeah, I went to the NETHERBIRD. I don't like NETHERBIRD much, but I thought maybe they're great at streaming. No, they weren't. But at least we're fucking streaming. We do that.
Yeah, no, that's good catch up anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all good. I can't see the box. Show me the box.
It's a box. Wait. Ah! Can you see the box?
Yeah, hardly. It keys in and out.
For fuck's sake. It's a good box. I will kill the background and wait.
Did you put it up because you're in a strip club now?
Yeah, I am the cheapest stripper in the club. Right.
Look at that.
It wasn't the spiders. There are t-shirts. This is really good because we have so many live gigs coming up. I'm so happy they sent it in time.
Amazing.
So in any case, look at this. It's a gray logo on the front.
Oh, yeah.
And on the back it says Svensk jävla svetta, which means Swedish fucking darkness. And the symbol of severe thunder and rain. So very NETHERBIRD-ish, very old school. It looks really fun.
Nice. Actually. Yeah, nice. Did it come in girlies as well?
Yeah, this is a girly. Right. So we have some girlies, some ungirlies.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
And we still have some of the official Into the Vast Uncharted merch as well.
Yeah, we do, and also some old school shirts. But it's been feeling wrong to peddle
merchandise.
Yeah, I have to say so. But we put it up there. But the idea was to bring that to all our upcoming shows. But I guess t-shirts don't go bad, so they'll be there.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
So let's see. I like that t-shirt design. Yeah, thank you. And hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you. It's very basic. I mean, we do old school and we do new stuff. We do everything in parallel, one could say. We will always return to having, the old school sort of t-shirts, and then we do limited edition stuff with Bizmarks. Or at least this time you made some drawings and graphics, and we might do some collaborations with different designers in order to have different merch. We want everything to be pretty limited edition, just to make it more interesting, I think.
Yeah, I have a couple of other designs that's lying around on the computer as well, but just haven't come about. It's just so much stuff happening at the same time. So
and we always that band, which are always low on merch, especially when we do live gigs. We sort of scrape together a few shirts, and no longer we want to be that band. So we try to be a little bit more professional. So at least have, some various designs and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're wearing a Rome shirt? We got a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to plug this because I think Jerome, that is part of Rome, is doing a live stream today, actually. You should really check it out.
He's great.
Great guy, great musician. So I can post a link later on. Highly recommend it. It's not black metal, but it's equally dark, but it's more neo-folk.
Yeah, it's very good live. I mean, he has an amazing voice and a very good stage presence.
Yeah, he's really cool. So
yeah.
but I would say conceptually, when the technology actually started to work, this works pretty well because our interaction works pretty well, and it seems like people find the stream, and there is some stuff in the chat. Any questions in the chat? Because we'll keep it pretty short today. We'll try to make up. Like
I need to get my
proper...
exercise.
Yeah, and so we'll actually now, since the technology now I figured it out, we will try to do this more like a serious Q&A on Thursday with more members of the band. We just wanted to see, proof of concept or unproof of concept, whatever. So any questions, guys? And after we say that, we have to wait 20 seconds for it to actually reach through the interwebs.
That's right. When does the sun go down in Sweden now? How long is the sun up for?
The sun is still up. Well, no, it's light. I think the sun is more or less at the horizon.
All right.
So, and then in England?
Well, it's still up. I mean, I can still see it.
Yeah.
And it's what is it now? It's 7:30 maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So actually, you can ask me anything because I live in the future from you, so I can tell you.
You do.
The future doesn't look so bright. It's the sun is setting.
The thing is, like here in England, what I'm saying, it's been fucking fantastic. The weather, it's been absolutely amazing every day. Except I think it's been raining 2 days since the lockdown started. 2 fucking days. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, God exists and He hates you. That's how it is. We got some questions here, so we should be like polite internet personalities and actually address those questions. First questions from Hanan. Have you ever toured Latin America? And the answer is sadly no, we haven't. We wish we could. I haven't even been there. The furthest south I've been in the Americas is Mexico, so I would love it. But as a band, no, we haven't. We would love to. And we're actually ready to lose money if we get an offer that would be decent. So yeah, we would love to.
South America's cool.
Yeah, definitely. And Alex is wondering about an Australia New Zealand tour. Same. Well, we've been there, and actually, Busy, you actually have a house in Australia, so maybe
I do. I have a place there. Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, I'm closely connected to Australia as well, obviously, since I have a house down there. Yeah. But there's some issues when it comes to Australia. I mean, the first one is that it's very far away. I mean, for me, when I go there for, I do a couple of shows with some friends and my wife and things, and have a long vacation over there. But as a band, there's a lot of visa stuff that's involved in it. It's not just it's quite easy to tour Europe, if you know what I mean. You just jump in a van or jump on a plane and play. It used to be. But when you do these type of tours like Australia, it's quite complicated, Yeah. Not as complicated for me probably, because I'm more have a different connection to Australia. But for the rest of the members, it's a quite costly gig to do. So we need a lot of shows in order to do it. A lot of shows, and it's at least a lot of preparation.
Yeah. I mean, we would love to. I mean, we have a listener base in Australia, which is bigger than one might expect. But still, in order to recoup the costs of flights and all that, it would require quite a few gigs, and we're not that big. So at some point, if we're able to combine it with something else, a vacation tour, something, then I really hope so. Or that we become, a hugely successful band that people will throw money at for playing in Australia. We wouldn't say no.
No. It could be enough if you have one big festival over there who wants to play. That could be enough to make it worthwhile, and then we could build some shows around, and do Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Darwin, and a few other ones. You could kind of like.
Would be great.
And then over to New Zealand, of course. Yeah.
I would love it. So the reason why we haven't toured more is not because we don't want to. It's because it requires some luck and some organizer who will risk a lot. That's how it is. Even if we are not an expensive band, but the flights and stuff alone, it's costly. Wendy is asking us what our favorite bands are. Oh shit, that's a huge question.
Depends what genre I'd say.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many that it would be genre dependent almost. I guess it's maybe it's in metal, which means.
But we can just. Okay, so let's just push some friends who we like. I mean, bands that we are close to. I mean, for instance, I would say Rome, fantastic band, not black death metal at all. Death metal bands that we like. I would push right now. I would like to emphasize Diabolical, good friends of ours, a Swedish death metal band who also right now are running a art for charity thing, where Carl, one of the guys, is painting fantastic paintings and auctions them away and gives away all the proceeds to relief efforts for the COVID. They are really worth checking up.
Yeah, Carl is very talented on many levels, and also I shout out to Sverker, who's the singer in the band, who also done a fair bit of work on our latest album.
Yeah,
you know, he's a very good producer and sound engineer, and has a great studio called Wing Studios.
Yeah, I dislike him because it's fairly hard to work with someone who's much better singer than you are yourself. So whenever I'm in the studio with him, I am, not so little intimidated, because whatever I do, he could go in there and do, in my opinion, better. However,
I think a lot of people would say the same thing about you. So I think that comes down to taste. But with that being said, Sverker is fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's fucking amazing.
Especially at death metal, he has an amazing death metal voice.
Yeah. Well, he's deep growl. He's fantastic. So see that as praise. I'm fairly confident in what I do too. That's when you can say that. Let's see more death metal bands that we like. There are so many. I would like to plug another band who are close to us, and that's Sodo Misery. New, up and coming, pretty technical. I sang on their first EP, so I've acquainted myself quite closely to them. Now it's a full band. Sodo Misery, check it out. Album coming, EP out, really cool stuff. New, fantastic. The question is too big for me to answer. There are so many bands that are really, really good. So. But that's two suggestions. I mean, underground bands that I think are worth more attention. Guilty pleasure songs, asks Alex.
Oh, that has to be I Saw a Tiger. That's just
that's not.
If you haven't heard that song, I Saw a Tiger. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
But, actually, I got some really disturbing news about it, because I really felt, Joe Exotic with, the Tiger King. I thought, well, he's a despicable person. Let's be honest. He's not the best guy in the world. But I thought at least he has a fucking talent for country music, until I was told this weekend he's not singing those songs. Of course, that's also a fraud.
Oh,
for fuck's sake! I felt he had something going for him there.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah, it breaks my heart too.
All right. Well, another guilty pleasure song I have right now is Puddle of Mud's version of "About a Girl." I've probably heard it 20 times. I have to admit it. I can't fucking get enough of it. If you haven't heard that one, they keep ripping it down, I think, but other people keep posting it up again, which is amazing. So yeah, there's an American band called Puddle of Mud, which was like a post-grunge band that had their biggest time back in 2000, I think. And he's had a tough run to sing, with drugs and shit and going back and forth. And now he's back again, and he did this cover on Sirius XM for a Nirvana song called "About a Girl." It's fucking amazing. Check it out. It's just, yeah, it's.
I mean, in one way, it's wrong to laugh at people who are not good, unless they are famous celebrities.
He's a fucking rock star.
Yeah, then it's okay.
Fucking nail it.
I know. That's why it's fun. It's fucking fun. Yeah.
Otherwise, if it would have been anyone else, if it would have been like an underground band, I would never bash anyone.
No, but Puddle of Mud, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's
There's a lot of other people who deserve that fucking spot. You know what I mean?
Exact. Well, yes. Here comes a trick question, and luckily you turned to the experts. Alex is wondering, did Carol Baskin kill her husband?
Of course she did.
Well, the jury is out. Of course she did. We know.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course she did. You look at her.
Yeah. The question is rather, will her current husband kill himself? I would, but he doesn't seem to be so very alpha, so I guess he will stay alive. That guy is braver than one expects.
Yeah.
Alexander is just saying that it's a nice way of cooking dinner with friends. I don't know if you're referring to to Carol Baskin, Tigers, or this chat session. In any case, hello, Alexander. Lucy is wondering, favorite pop song goes into guilty pleasure songs category. Okay, I'll be Chandelier with Sia. What a fucking song! What a fucking amazing song, and what an amazing singer. To me, yeah, I listened to some pop, but that fucking song, that just kills me. That's one example.
I honestly can't name it. I don't think I know any pop song right now off the bat that I've been listening to.
Well, for various reasons, I've been listening to, Avicii. I mean, there's so much stuff. I think most of it is bland and boring, but I mean, there are some really, really cool stuff. But we can...
There's good stuff. There is good stuff in pop, definitely. The thing is, I haven't,
I can hear paid attention.
I can hear a song on the radio, whatever, but it never ends up on my playlist. It's never anything that I allow to interfere with my musical process. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very impressionable as well. I get very affected by stuff, not immediately, but eventually it gets into my psyche, and I have to be fucking careful with what I'm programming myself with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I can listen to Sia. There's not much risk of me doing her vocal performance anytime soon. But Puddle's Pity Party did a cover of that in America's Got Talent or whatever. I mean, he does it fantastically, but he's pretty good. In any case, guys, since this is just a test, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. But it's been a pleasure just talking like this a little bit, and hopefully you guys will stick around next time we do this, which I think it might be Thursday, but no, better not promise anything. But that next time we do it, most of the band at least will be part of it. All right. Well, I'm out of battery anyway. I'm gonna take my walk, so it's all good. Run off. I will. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Good to see you again, Neff. Hi to your lovely wife. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys later. All right. Say hello to Jane and enjoy the freedom walk. Well, all the best. Cheers. Cheers. I will just shortly answer Anna. Hey Anna, it's been a while since we met in Kiev. What albums are you listening to the most during this home isolation period? Shit, I got a playlist. I can maybe share it. I listen to mainly Spotify curated like algorithmic lists, which are mainly not black death metal, just lounge music or stuff that makes like a little bit of a sound colors. But I got some stuff. I will be better at posting current playlists. I'll do that. Good suggestion. Sure, I will share it. But like I said, we're gonna keep it pretty close, pretty short. I'm losing my mind anyway, as you can tell. Feel free to join us next time, and feel free to keep posting stuff. I will see if I can reply a little bit better to the comments you made and to share some playlists. Have a great evening, morning, day, whatever it is where you guys are at, and thank you for dropping by. Bye-bye. Well, I would definitely stop now if I could.